Goodbye my people, now welcome to this channel where we dey give now ogbonge update on wetin dey happen as many of the zoo soldiers they resign because the Woto dey plenty from different angle. From the northeast, the zoo army they use them play game with the Fulani Janjaweed for the sake of Islamization. I'll make na hear wetin Prime Minister talk as many of them they buy for Biafra land.
Nigeria as a terrorist state is ready to kill anyone, and especially the leaders of the so-called separatists, as they call them. They are ready to kill, jail, maim, in order to maintain one Nigeria. We have seen in the past how they have killed, maim, and imprisoned without justification other leaders of the Biafra movement. Currently, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were kidnapped from Kenya, renditioned to Nigeria, and have denied even right to his lawyers. So we that have learned from what has happened to others, we decided that we will unleash everything on Nigeria so that they too will learn the hard way. And that's what God have used many of us to do today. And we have just started. So I want you to understand the history of a country called Estonia. And what did I say? We are restoring a lost sovereign state of Biafra. And so what we are doing is not a declaration of Biafra. Declaration of Biafra has been done in 1967, recognized by many countries. And today, what we are doing is a process to restore the lost sovereign state of Biafra. I want you to underline that. We are restoring the lost sovereign state of Biafra. And what it means is that once Biafra is restored, we expect those countries that recognized Biafra in 1967 to validate their recognition. It is a process. They may take us for a ride, but at the end, it will become a reality. So, a country called Estonia, I want you to understand the difference between declaration and restoration of independent state. We are not declaring independence. Biafra has been declared. We are restoring it. Estonia restoration of independence, legally defined as the restoration of the Republic of Estonia. Estonia is a neighboring country to Finland in the Baltic countries. This country was proclaimed on the 20th of August 1991. On that day, at about 11 in the evening, the local time, the Supreme Council of the Republic of Estonia, in agreement with the Estonian Committee, the executive organ of the Congress of Estonia, declared the illegal Soviet occupation. So, in that declaration, it was concluded that Russia, Soviet Union become an illegal occupation, and an annexation of the country terminated. So, and proclaimed the full restoration of independence of Estonia. Underline the word, full restoration. What does that imply? What it means is that Estonia had enjoyed independence before becoming part of the Soviet Union. And so they decided to restore their lost sovereign state. In 1990, on March 30th, 1990, the Supreme Soviet of the Estonian SSR adopted a resolution on the state status of Estonia. The resolution declared that the Soviet occupation of 17 June 1940 did not de jure interrupt the existence of the Republic of Estonia. So which means Estonia has been in existence before the annexation in 1940. And even as that, they wake up one morning in 1990. After how many years? They say that this particular occupation by the Soviet Union did not de jure interrupt the existence of the Republic of Estonia. Even though they have occupied it for many years, they have come to realize that it did not actually interrupt their existence as a Republic of Estonia. So they wake up that day, it becomes their morning. The Supreme Soviet declared the state power of the Estonian SSR illegal from the moment of its establishment, and it proclaimed the state of transitional period to full de facto independence pending the restoration of the constitutional body of the state power of the Republic of Estonia. Underline it. You can research this by yourself. When you have the time, take time and read. Read. Always do research. Read. So that you can be educated, even if you don't go to school or you know how to read. You can just go and educate yourself. When you hear me say Estonia, go and Google Estonia. Independent. So you can educate yourself. That's how things are done. Don't just listen to me and you don't understand what I'm saying, and then you go. The name of the Supreme Soviet is thereafter translated as the Supreme Council. A week later, the law or the principles of the interim order of administration of Estonia was adopted. The way I am explaining this thing today is the way some people will explain Biafra, what we did to exit Nigeria at the end of the day. It will be documented. It has already been documented as I speak. So, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that before 1940, Estonia was on their own and was annexed to the USSR, the Soviet Union. And in 1990, they wake up one day and they say, they no do again. This particular union is not working, just like Nigeria. Nigeria was amalgamated in 1990. Today, they thought they have killed everybody. They thought they have used terrorism to put fear on everybody and nobody is talking anymore. Until Simon Epka, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Owazurike, and the late Odumegwu Ojukwu, these people have touched where it pains the imperialists. Now, that's a brief history of Estonia. I will not go into their 1991 Soviet coup that led to all this declaration. Now let us go to another neighboring country to Estonia called Latvia. Latvia, as I am saying these names, you can go and educate yourself so that you don't just come and attack Simon Epka because other people are attacking me. Those who are working with Nigeria and they are the one accusing me of working with Nigeria, they have set up political party, the IPOB Nigeria Limited Criminals, and then they are saying Simon Epka is working for Nigeria government, but they are setting up a political party. They will come and deny it too. They will come and tell you it's a lie, it's a lie. It is not a lie. Abaribe is the one supervising it. And they have actually approached our Navy. They approached our Navy and was trying to convince our Navy that, oh, why can't, they want to send Biafra army into exile. You people can accommodate them in Bakassi so they can send them to exile. We don't know what is going on. I said to the person, Chineke Pogoko, tell that idiot, I am with charge. Latvia independence, days of restoration. I want you to underline the word restoration of Latvia independence. It did not emphasize on declaration, but restoration, which means Latvia has actually existed before they joined the Soviet Union. This is a Latvian national holiday, an event being celebrated annually on every May, 4th of May. It marks like other Baltic republics because all these countries are in the Baltic. The restoration of the Latvian Republic Declaration by the Supreme Soviet of the Latvian SSR on the May 4th, 1990. This was the official declaration of the restoration of independence and the actual one that brought the international recognition. They say the actual one, which means there has been a lot of attempted declaration, there have been a lot of attempted freedom. But they say this particular May 4th of 1990 was the actual declaration of the restoration of independence that actually brought recognition to the Latvia. And I want you to Google Latvia population. Now, the reason I'm making this is just for you to underline the word restoration. And that's what Biafra government in exile and in the homeland are doing in 2024. Now, fast forward to the international law. I want us to go to the international law, what we're doing. And I would like to make reference to the Montevideo Convention. Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duties of State. How to recognize and what criteria you have to attain to be recognized as a state. This particular foundation the Biafra government has laid, and we have done the best than any other state has ever done. And I want you people to understand that when we are doing this, they will say, oh, Wàárñś made a passport. Under which structure? Under which constitution? Under which instrument? Under which platform? Where is the structure of government of Wàárñś? Where is the structure? Where is the government that Wàárñś is releasing? Because that's what they do. They say, oh, Wàárñś have done it. He released passport. He released a number plate. We are not doing the same. Now, you can print passport. You can print passport. You can print ID card. You can print a number plate. It doesn't make you a nation. It does not qualify you to be recognized under Montevideo Convention. Now, let me tell you what is different between us and Wàárñś and the IPOB Nigeria that never fought for Biafra other than political pressure group. Until today, the difference is that we took our time to institute the internationally recognized way to be recognized as a state. Montevideo Convention, Article 1. Article 1 of the Montevideo Convention states, the state as a person of international law should possess the following qualifications. A, permanent population. I want you to now check every other group that has ever fought for Biafra. Have they ever defined the population of Biafra? 1. Article 1 of the Montevideo Convention under international law to be recognized as a state. Article 1 states that the qualification for you to be recognized as a state, you must possess a permanent population. Biafra government have done that through the registration of database and the self-referendum that is still ongoing. We have been able to debunk the lies of our population. Can you imagine where over 50 million has already voted? How many are we? How many are we? You can't tell how many Biafrans are in Nigeria. Everything is estimation, including the population of Nigeria. Nobody knows. It's estimated 200 million, estimated to 30 million, estimated every year. They will estimate. That is not exact because there is no data. The Biafra government in exile and the homeland has attempted to prove the data of Biafra. And today we have something very, very tangible and fact. Now, B, a defined territory. For you to be recognized as a state, you must have a defined territory. And I want to put it to you since 1976, 1967 to 70, to 76 to 83, to until 1999, that the resurgence of Biafra struggle under Wàárñś, nobody has ever brought up map of Biafra. A defined map of Biafra. A defined territory of Biafra until this government of Biafra of today, under the leadership of Epka, we have defined our territory and we have 40 United States of Biafra. Well designed and explained